Hey y'all, it's me Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 6 Episode 10 review. So this week's episode, we start with Whitney having all the girls minus Lisa and Meredith over to show support for Britney after what happened to her on the plane. So the girls minus Mary do their hair like high body count hair. This high body count hair situation is not going anywhere anytime soon. And Angie really needs to profit off of this. Like, she needs to start like a high body count, like style, like do a style that's like the high body count hairstyle or a high body count wig. Like, she needs to do something with this. Okay. So Bronwin made like a teddy bear station so the girls could, make Britney teddy bears, and it, you could do the little voice implement on it and leave a cute little message. Britney was so appreciative of it all and shocked by everything. So all the girls made her a little Build-A-Bear and left her a cute little message. But when it got to Mary's, y'all, woo, when it got to Mary, everybody was like, Mary, what did yours say? And she was like, nothing. Paula Brittany was like, thank you anyway, Mary. Thank you. Thank you, child. It was so funny to me, y'all. I screamed at that part. So, Bronwin says, Meredith said, I don't know what they're talking about. She said she never spoke directly to you. She said, I was mad at Britney. I was saying awful things about her, but she had her headphones on, so she shouldn't eavesdrop on my conversation. What? Bitch, you talking about me and then get mad because I heard you talking about me and you right behind me. What kind of sense does that even make? Meredith is smoking crack, okay? She is smoking methamphetamine. Because, like, what are you talking about, ma'am? That is the craziest thing I have ever heard. Ever. And I still think that we're going to get a surprise moment where video footage or audio of that plane ride is going to come out, because Salt Lake City is known for these shocking moments that come out of nowhere. It still is too hard for me to believe that nobody on that plane got any type of video or audio footage. That shit is going to come at the end of this season. I will almost bet my left kidney that that is going to happen. So, Whitney was like, where do we go from here? And Heather was like, I think Lisa is completely effing crazy. And she said she's not going to be responsible for anything, right? So Whitney then points out that Bronwyn isn't wearing her wedding ring. And so Bronwyn tells the other ladies what happened with Todd on the plane and everything. And she tells them that she had to put him out. And they're very shocked by all of this. Bronwyn says it's not a marriage-ending conversation, but it is a life-changing conversation for me to be able to say this isn't working and I want different things. And, they all applaud her for sticking up for herself because, it is like a father-daughter almost kind of relationship between her and Todd, where she cowers to him and she's not assertive because he's so dominant. And while they talking, I'm noticing that Mary and Heather sitting there holding each other's hand, and I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? I guess they back close again. I'm like, okay, we holding hands. Okay. Y'all hold y'all friends' hands. I smack one of my friends if they tried to hold my hand. Everybody knows, do not touch me. I don't care who you are. Don't touch me, okay? Like that, I will punch you in the throat. Like, no. So then Mary and Robert Jr. go to see the renovated church, which looks really good. And it took them 2 years to do it. And Mary's really excited about the church reopening and her getting back to, her job, her calling. And they sit down and they have a conversation. And he looked sober in this scene. He really looked sober. He didn't look high or anything like that. But in present time, he is still using. He was recently just arrested again for going over to the white girl's house, causing a ruckus. I think he hit the daddy or something this time. Baby, I don't know what's going on with that young man, but he is in jail right now currently, and no bail has been posted. I don't know if he has a bail and Mary and them are choosing not to pay it, or he doesn't have a bail. I don't know, but he is really going down a very slippery slope, and it's really sad to watch. It really is. Mary did say over BravoCon weekend that at this point she's doing what she got to do for herself. Robert Jr. is going to do whatever he going to do. And it's like, at this point, I think that she's to the point where she's like, I've tried, we've offered help, and he's just gone, and she was like, I got to worry about me. I got to do what I need to do for myself. And, at this point, I feel like with him, tough love is what needs to happen. And it's sad and it's hard as a mother because it's easier said than done. But with him doing all of this crazy mess that he out here doing, they got to look out for their safety and everything, because it's going to get to the point where he going to start, getting violent, probably stealing if he already hasn't. It's going to get really, really bad. And I think to teach him a lesson is that he got to go. You got to go. See how it feels to be out there in the real world. And maybe that will wake you up. Maybe it won't, but we can't do this no more. Maybe she gonna have to get like Garcelle had to do with her son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta let you go so you can really see what it's like out here in these streets. It's really sad. So Lisa and John go out for a little bite to eat during the day, and they're discussing their sons. And they were having a conversation with Henry, I believe. And Lisa says to John, you irritated me so bad in the car the other day. And he said, which time? Now, if you're just a casual listener, you would think that that's not a big deal with him saying that. But that was such a big deal with him saying which time, because he was being snarky when he said that, because it was giving off very much like, well, what did I do now? Which time did I irritate you now, Lisa? Let's pinpoint, when did I make you mad? Because everything I do seems to bother you. That's what it was giving very much. So Lisa was like when I was trying to tell Henry my thoughts. And John says, were you telling Henry your thoughts or telling Henry how to think? I said, well, look who done clocked in to work this season. Baby, I don't know what happened from last season to this season, but John said enough is a motherfucking enough. I have had it with you. I don't know if being on this show and watching their relationship over the years has really opened up his eyes to the dynamics of their relationship, and he was really starting to see how bitch made he was out here looking, because this is a totally different John. I don't know if it was because we've been calling him all kind of punk pussy ass niggas that he finally has woken up. But baby, he is not playing with her. And that's real true tea, because we all know that Lisa has this mindset that everything that she says and does and feels and thinks is right, and that you need to follow the leader. And if you're not, then it's a problem. And it's like that with everybody in her life that we see. She's like that with her husband. She's probably like that with her children. She's like that with her friends, where it's her way or the highway. And that's not the way to live life. She literally walks through life thinking that she is perfect. She doesn't do anything wrong, and that it's everybody else and it's not her. And that is insanity. So she says that Henry, agreed with him, and that really irritated her. And I was like, well, ma'am, if everybody's saying the same thing, then maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe you're the problem. But that would be too much like right in Lisa's brain. So Lisa in her confessional says, I'm around a lot of girls that are committed to not seeing me, not understanding me, not hearing me. But with John, it just feels so much bigger and so much more triggering. And I'm like, how are these girls not hearing you or seeing you? They're doing exactly that. You're just mad that they're calling you out on your BS and you can't run from it, hide it, or spin it this time. So, John says, but sometimes you don't listen. And she was like, you don't listen. And John was like, I think 90% of the time I don't listen. Child, when he said that, I said, oh, yeah, he tunes your ass out at this point. Because talking to you is literally like talking to an airhead almost. Like everything is so surface level with her. So, Lisa was like, I'm a good listener. And John scoffs at her. And Lisa was like, don't do that, John. Don't do that. I am a great listener. I listen to everything that you have to say, John. And he pulls out his phone. He's like, oh, you listen? You really listen? Because we have seen her 50 million times where this man is talking to her and she is completely ignoring him and on her phone. Completely ignoring him. And I was so happy that he called her out on her bullshit with that. So Lisa was like, you're so annoying me right now. Like, really, John, you're really annoying me. I feel like we used to be on the same page and I don't feel like we're like that anymore. And it bugs me. It really does. So, and it's given very much, yeah, y'all used to be on the same page when he was kissing your ass and not arguing back with you and not having his own opinion and letting you run everything. So John was like, I feel like you want me on your page and that's it. If we're not on the same page, it's because I'm not on your page. That's the way it feels. You don't see it. Like she is totally oblivious to the fact that everybody is over your shit, ma'am, and that you are the problem. Lisa was like, I hate you always put it on me. You always just put it on me, John. And John was like, I'm not putting it all on you, but I'll come to you with ideas. And you flat out said, that's not worth doing. And Lisa was like, I just feel, and John was like, no, let me finish. You don't let me finish. Just like that. You're always talking about feelings and how you feel. I think another problem is we're so ingrained in business. That's all we talk about. It's almost like there's nothing else to talk about. That ain't looking too good. It's not looking too good at all. If this man is literally coming to you and telling you that you're selfish when it comes to y'all relationship, y'all thought process, decision making, and now he's even going as far as saying that y'all relationship only consists of business and it doesn't seem like there's anything else to hold y'all together. Ew. So she was like, do you feel like that for real? And he was like, yeah. How do you not? Like, knock, knock. Are you in there? Like, do you not see what's happening? Like, if Lisa, like, this has gone far beyond just her being a bitch on this show and not taking accountability for the fuck shit that she does. But this is not just a Housewives thing, Lisa. This is a you thing, a family thing. You're going to fuck around and lose your goddamn family if you don't get it the fuck together. You're going to push your sons away. You're going to lose your goddamn husband. And I think that that's the reason why this season she is so erratic and all over the place, because she's not in control for the first time in her life. She is not in control. She is not controlling the narrative. And she don't know what the fuck to do because everybody in her life is calling her out. And she is not used to this. Her husband calling out, her kids calling her out, the ladies on the show calling her out. That lady don't know what the hell to do with herself. I really hope and pray that she gets the help that she needs and go to extensive therapy, because she's so fucking self-absorbed that it's insane. It really honestly is. So Brit meets with Jared, child. Who she's still supposed to be on a break from, mind you. but happy that he wanted to comfort her after the plane incident. Child, she's such a damn bird. So he tells her that Justin, Whitney's husband, told him that she was flirting with the crew members on the boat. And Britney was like, I'm confused because we're on a break, so why would you even care? And Jared was like, what I'm looking for is someone who's stable. And she was like, wow. He was like, you're a ride until it seems difficult, and then you freeze, flee, and run. And so he calling her out on her BS. And she's holding him accountable for stringing her along and giving her mixed signals. She was like, what are we doing? And he was like, you want a definitive answer? And you just got off a boat? How's that 30-day fast going for me? And Britney was like, I'll take my 30-day break and go. And she stormed off mad. He's an asshole. He likes to bait her into arguments to see how far he can push her. And once he's seen that he's pushed her too far, he recoils and tries to act soft with her, but then goes right back in for the kill and start antagonizing her and playing with her once again. It's like a wind-up toy when it comes to Britney. So he go running after her, and she crying. I didn't really see no tears, but okay. And she was like, I just want to feel safe. What would you like to do, Jared? What would you like to do? And it's like, girl, stop asking him what the fuck he want to do. What is it that you want to do? Demand what you want. If he's not willing to be your man, then fucking walk away or continue to deal with him on a situationship level. But stop putting stuff in the man's hands to make the decision. Make the decision for your motherfucking self. But I think that, not even I think, I know, because I used to be that way. Women don't want to take the reins in situations like this because they already know the reality of the situation. And they know if they are left to make the decision that is best for everybody is to leave your ass alone, and we don't be wanting to do that. That's why we be like, well, what you want to do? What is it that you do? Nah, fuck that. What is it that you want, Britney? And if he's not willing to give it to you, then fucking walk away. You put more energy into this nigga than your own goddamn daughter. Meanwhile, I do have a video coming for you guys where we're going to watch an interview that the daughter did here recently. We're going to get even more tea. So, Jerry goes on to say, I would like to figure this out. You want me to be your boyfriend? How about you be stable for more than 5 minutes? I mean, is he lying? No, because Britney is all over the place. She is really all over the place. She is crazy. She really honestly is. But I do think that there is some validity to him saying that she be playing games too. Very much so. They both are corny. So Bronwin talks to Todd at the crib, who's just sitting there, mind you. He finally back home after she put him out for a few days. And she come in the room like, Todd, and he just sitting there all casual, like they ain't been into it. And like she didn't put him out the house. And even she was like, okay, like the fuck, like what happened to you talking about some, I love you, I miss you, I want to come home. But now that the camera's here, you sitting here like you ice baby. The fuck? But she goes along with it. She better than me, because I would have been like, puss ass nigga, you better stay on that same type of time you was on the phone. Don't be trying to act hard in front of these goddamn cameras, nigga. So Brown was like, I end up not feeling good enough for you. I'm as open to whatever will make you happy that is possible for me to do. If you wanted to do something different or having an arrangement, I would consider it. I would do whatever I needed to do to evolve with you. And once again, we are seeing exactly what we just saw happen with Britney. Another woman putting everything into the man's hands because they are not confident and strong enough to finally put their foot down. And so she's leading everything up to him. And it's like, Bronwyn, I wish that you were strong enough to know your worth. You and Britney are more alike than you think. And I think that that's the reason why you probably don't like Britney, because you see a lot of yourself in her. Both of y'all are insecure as fuck. Insecure as hell and letting two fuck niggas play in y'all face. Like, Todd ain't that goddamn special that you willing to do all of that just to keep this old, wrinkly, gassy ass nigga. Girl, he already cheated on you once, and then you're sitting up here basically groveling and begging for him to be with you and willing to compromise your moral value, your self-worth, just to keep him satisfied. What the fuck about you? What's keeping you satisfied? Girl. So Todd was like, I can admit that I was wrong, and I was wrong. I'm very happy being with you, with the relationship that we have. And he's just sitting there very stoic and nonchalant about the situation, like he a vice principal. And Brown was like, I guess what I'm saying is there's no weirdness about what works in your sex life. And Ty was like, I understand. And she was like, you know, I talked to Whitney about you and our sex life. He was like, whoa, 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 whoa. No. That's nobody's business. And she was like, you know, I can't just only talk to you. I have to be able to have an outlet with a girlfriend to talk about things with. And she was like, you need to let me have that. The fact that you even have to ask that is too much, Bronwin. It's too much. You should be able to have friends and talk to your friends about things. He tell you that shit, don't go talking to nobody else, because he knows somebody might talk some sense into your dumb ass. And he ain't trying to do that. It's cheaper to keep your ass at this point. Y'all ain't got no fucking prenup. It's cheaper to fucking keep you. As long as he can keep your ass complacent, yeah, he'll keep your ass around. And he gonna continue to cheat and do whatever the hell he out there do. First of all, how you letting a man that look like he work at FedEx cheat on you? I'm so confused. Like, Todd is not no goddamn me Antonio Banderas. He ain't no Don Johnson, like no fine ass old white man. Like, he literally looked like somebody pawpaw. Like, he looked like he smelled like Ben Gay. Girl, he looked like he wore tidy whities. Like, bye, ma'am. Please, bye. So, Todd was like, what matters is we talked about it, we've solved it, and we're moving on. And she crying. He told me some, please don't cry. There's no affection. He don't try to hug her. He don't try to, you know, hold her hand or anything. He just saying, please don't cry. Like, grab a tissue or something. I'm like, Bronwyn, girl, if you don't go ahead and file for divorce and get half of that nigga money and go on about your life and find you somebody that's going to really want to be with you and cherish you and love you. You're a beautiful woman. You're smart. You're funny. You're charismatic. You're quirky. Like, let that old nigga go on ahead about his life. Okay? Girl, bye. Fuck Todd. So then at the end of the episode, all the ladies minus Britney, I guess she might not have been invited, go to Mary's church reopening, and Mary is so excited. She's nervous. This is her first time preaching in 2 years. Robert Jr. was supposed to come with her, but when she saw him that morning, she saw that he was high, and she was like, no, we're not doing that. You stay your ass the fuck here, okay? I wonder, was Robert Sr. there? He just didn't want to be on camera. I'm pretty sure he had to be there. But that was very sad that, you know, he couldn't even keep it together for his mama for that day. That's so sad. But Whitney and Heather are on their way to the church. And Whitney is telling Heather, like, this ain't the kind of church we used to where we just stand there and be quiet or whatever. No, they gonna be shouting and praising the Lord and dancing and all that type of stuff. So Heather getting hype, you know, because she ain't never been to a black church pretty much. So Whitney is even shocked that she's even invited back after leading the crusade several seasons ago about Mary's church being a cult. Yeah, because Mary is a forgiving woman, because she would have never been allowed back in my place of worship. And that damn documentary thing that's coming out, I think on like TLC or something, about Mary's church. Like, y'all can get the fuck on somewhere. That lady do not run no goddamn cult. Shut the hell up. If anything y'all need to be digging into is the Mormon goddamn religion. That's some cult shit right there, okay? So all the girls are shocked when Lisa and Meredith walk up. They just knew that they weren't gonna come. And Meredith got a sprained toe, child, with a cast on her little foot. And Heather was like, how you get that? She was like, I sprained my toe. And Heather says, from kicking Britney. Lisa told us, nobody kicked anybody. No, it's not that. Nobody kicked anybody. Baby, that was funny. So they go into church. Mind you, Angie know all the black girls there. She was like, hey, Mama D. Hey, Maggie Lou. Hey, Geraldine. Hey, how you doing? Y'all cook? We gonna eat after church. We gonna have a little nice little soul food dinner. I brought some Greek food. Like, Angie just fit in, honey. I fucks with Angie. So, Mary preaches, and she did a phenomenal job. I like that she just went off the top of her head. She didn't write anything down. She looked beautiful. I was tearing up. I was crying. All the girls was in the audience crying as well. And Mary gets to talking about, not being invited to her mama's funeral. And she was asking God, like, where did her soul go? Like, that really touched me. That really honestly did. Like, I was in her boohoo crying. Mary then gets to, talking to the girls, and she says, this burden is not yours, Bronwin's, it's God's, and he got you. And she just, prophesizing over the ladies and talking to them. And, it was just a beautiful moment, beautiful moment. Everybody was feeling the word and the spirit, and it was just lovely. It really, truly was. Andy Cohen said that this week's episode was his favorite of this season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It was a very good episode. I'm going to give it an A. These ladies just cannot be touched. They are too legit to quit, okay? I love everything about Salt Lake. Every week they blow me away. Every week is something new. Like, you never really know what you're going to get. Unlike other housewives shows where it's rinse and repeat, same old, same old. Not with Salt Lake City at all. You think that the episode might go one way and then it's going to go totally left, okay? Loved everything about this episode. Loved it. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you guys know my videos drop. I love you, T Squad, and I will see you guys on my next video. Peace.